Hi friends, this is NMK Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex for analyzing the major currency pairs as well as miners, gold, silver, copper, crude, US30, Bitcoin using Elliott wave theory. So before we get into this analysis, this is my disclaimer, read carefully. So let's move on to first DXY. And before that, this is my watch list, what we are doing. So here my target of 103.82 got achieved, right? So what is next? And I didn't done the past 2 weeks analysis because of my busy schedule and other works, but I didn't inform also, so apologies for that. So I will continue from this week without any interruptions, right? So as I expected, there's a W, X, A, B and C, but even though it is got extended here, what I thought here is 100.6 is a major support resistance zone here, and it may give some consolidations what I expected here, but it failed and again aggressively broke that. All that target got achieved and it broken all that resistance, right? So now I'm expecting one more this consolidations like this here for the fourth wave and one more fifth wave. So 1 2 3 4 5, and here it's a W, X, A, B and C got 5-way structures. So I'm expecting like this, but as I informing previous, if we expect like this, market will do like this. So don't do trade here because all the target got achieved. So lot of selling pressures and profit taking will be here once it broke the previous highs. So after the consolidations, we have to look for the entries in buy, not in sell, because it is got extending and my target is now 205 to 106. So why I am looking to the 106? So we can label it here in lot of um, different types also. So I took it this as a ABC as a 1, ABC as a 2, ABC is W, X, A, B and C. So it is not yet ended the third wave. Still we are in that third wave only as of now in that diagonal formation. So once it got reached at that 104.8 or 105, after this kind of wave formation, what I'm expecting the 5-way structure for the C wave of Y wave, then only the third wave will got completed. After that consolidation for the fourth wave and one more ABC is the fifth wave is ahead. So still it is keep going on, and my first target of after my reaching this target, I am looking for the 105 to 106 to complete the third wave. So once it got reached the target, and it will still after the consolidation it may reach to 109 also, this trend line, and this is the channel. It's a bearish channel and we are in that correction part only, and this is not looking like a bullish. So still we are in the downtrend in that bigger picture. I don't know whether this is the starting of that correction part. It may reach up to 140 also. See, for example, I'm explaining. So once this three-way structure it's got completed, we are expecting the bullish. So it could be the 5-way structure or it could be the flat correction for the bigger 3-way structure. So if it is a flat correction, again there will be a 80 to 90% retracement. So it will reach here. But before that, the bigger plan, what it is doing here, we have to look for this. So 1 2 3, and again the connecting wave, and again 1 2 3. So once this correction is got completed, we need to expect again the connecting wave. So the connecting wave may be that 84, and again one more ABC. So these all that processing what I'm expecting here, it's years, years and years. It will took more. So this is the way I'm looking for trading. So my target is got achieved. So we have to wait for this to complete. So it can reach up to 109 also, and it could next range it could reach up to the 116 also. See, these are all the trend lines channels. That's only for reference. According to this we can't trade. My major theory is Elliott wave. According to this kind of wave structure we need to fix the target. So this is the bigger picture. So what will be the this week I'm expecting this kind of four waves for the fourth wave, and one more fifth wave going to reach for that 105 for the completion of the third wave. But if it did like this somewhat aggressive movement to the downside, what we have to think about that? So how we have to label this? So approximately the 23 is 100.5. So why I'm taking this as 100.5 means whether this could be the wave 1, this could be the wave 2, exactly that 2618 is 100, and that major resistance zone here, this it will took as a support now, and here is a one more, this 23.6. So in the previous, that is 2618 in the Fibonacci expansion level, and this is the Fibonacci retracement for the third wave is 100.6. So this 100.6 could be the major role to play as a bullish, and it will took major support here, and then I'm looking for that fifth wave. So why? So how we have to label this? The question will be there. So I will explain here. Read, watch carefully. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, this is the wave 3, this is the wave 4, and this I'm expecting is a 1, 2, 3, and one more fourth and fifth will be in the place. But in case if it comes to the downside, that is what we are asking, right? So maybe this fourth wave, maybe this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is got completed here, or somewhat this is a this is the B, or WXY in that formation. I need to look for this because I'm not so uh, so what come to the conclusion here. How if it is what I am expecting for the third and fourth, if it plays here, that is perfect, and we can label it as anything. But in that case, if the contrarian view, if it comes to the downside, so somewhat we have to look into deeply, but I didn't done the deeply analysis as of now. If it is going to come to the reaches of 100.6 like that, so I will update. If it did only like this, I will update. Otherwise, if it did like the 5-way structures to reach the 105, that is the same pattern what we are looking for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this whole the thing for the third wave. And if you look it for this, why I am looking for this 3618. So that could be the 1, 2, the whole thing will be the third wave. After that, the fourth wave consolidations, and after that only the fifth wave. So there is a lot of room to the upside in my view. So nearly it can reach up to 109 also. So where it is coming to the 109, exactly this trend line, right? 109.45 or this trend line. So 109 here, if it reaches this 109, yeah, perfectly. So let's wait for this to reach. So for the complete pattern to complete. So once this pattern is completed, we are in the downtrend for maybe another 2 to 3 years. So now we are looking for the target of 109. So let's wait for this. Don't get aggressively involved in this. The target got achieved, just give a rest, give a break, and watch that wave formation here, and then we have to look for that. So how that USDJPY got reached the target of 118.65, and later onwards now it is in that 129. I didn't expect that, and again what I did, we have to change that structure according to the price action. So let's move on to Euro USD. So the same thing here, it's got achieved, but in this it is not yet broken this 101.034. that is why I'm explaining in DXY it got reached the target, but in Euro USD it's a room to the downside still ahead. So this is my plan. So the same plan what I explained in the DXY is that same inverted. So I am again explaining. I am expecting one more consolidations for the fourth wave and one more low for the fifth wave, and it will reach, it may break this low also, maybe or may not. So if it reach within this one and it is not yet broken, means it could be the double bottom, and later onwards we can expect somewhat bounces and again one more low. So then this is the 1, this is the 2, this is whole thing becomes 3, this is the 4, and this is the 5. So that will be very easy. So let's move on to GBP USD, and it is not yet broken the low. So here I'm looking for, this is a W, this is a X 1 2 3 4 and the fifth wave. So this roll that pattern I'm seeing in the like this, wave 1, wave 3 is bigger, and wave 5 is also bigger than the wave 3. It's a lot of times I'm seeing like this kind of wave formations. So this is also valid nowadays. So this is a WXA, and I'm expecting for the B wave to reach this zone, and again one more C wave. So then it could be a B C W X A B C is a Y, and later onwards one more three-way structures, and then A B C to reach the target to break this 1.1410. And later on we can label this as a 1 2 3 4 and 5. So how we have market labeled in that Euro USD, like that I'm expecting to break this one. So let's move on to Australian dollar. Sorry. So what is right, I'm expecting from the past 15 days before, what I expected from here, it has to come to the downside. But what happened, exactly what we marked here, and it will broke this trend line. That is doesn't matter, and I told this is all only for the references. Exactly, it reached this zone, the resistance zone, and we are in the downside. So the same plan, nothing changed here. If the again, if it is a three-way structure, one more three-way structures to break this also, but I'm not looking this pattern. I'm not looking for this, because according to the DXY, if it get anything corrections, maybe again it will do somewhat pullback only, not to reach. But see, may or may not, all the causes, this is the financial market, you know, the trillion of it's trading here, trillions and trillions. So we can't bias on each one side always. I hope it may be like that only we have to trade. It's not 100% confidence. If we are 100% confidence, you can do the trade with the stop loss, but sometimes it may fail also, and sometimes it will be a bigger risk reward. So after this, I'm expecting the five-way structure. Here it's a 1 or 2, A or B, and we are in that C wave or the third wave. So in that case, if it breaks this high also, the same what I explained, this could be the bigger correction part, and to the downside is ahead. Still the room to breathe here. Still there is a room for the bearish. So in that case, if this is the A, this is the B, right? So this is, it's already broken there. So this is now, it's got invalid. So now whether this is the A, this is the B also is, one second, yeah, this is the A, so this could be the B, not here, because if it's not yet broken this high, that is valid. So now this is the one impulsive wave, and this is the corrective part is got completed in that expanded flat formation. So either this could be the 1 or A, or this could be the 2 or B, and beyond the C or third wave. So once the 5-way structure is got completed, you see, if we saw the 5-way structure here and it is broken this low, so this could be the A, B and C, or this could be the 1, 2 and third wave. We are in the wave 1, and after that 3-way structures, the correction part, this could be the third, fourth and fifth. So this is a bigger A, B or C. So this is my view in Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar also the same pattern. Look at this, same, there is nothing changed, A, B, C, and this is the connecting part I'm expecting. But in this case, look at this, if we are failed to make the 5-way structure, if it bounce also, this can happen, because A, B, C is a W, this could be the connecting part, it's already broken this low, so there is a chances for making a irregular flat formation, or this could be a triangle. And one more, see, anyway I'm looking for the target to break this 5-4. So what is next is USDCAD. This is also very nice and interesting, and I already updated in the mid of the week. Still we are not come to the conclusion whether this is the wave 1 or we are in the bigger triangle. So this is the A, B, C, D, E. I'm looking for this A, B and B could be a triangle, and C wave. It is failed to, see, it's already failed to make the 5-way structure, but it is not yet overlapped this. If it is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and from here if it did the 5-way structure without, with or without, right, if it break or may not, after this 5-way structure, if it comes in the 3-way structure, definitely we need to buy, making this as a stop loss and looking for this kind of wave structure. Why? This is the 1, this is the 2, and it did the 5-way structure here, so this could be the intermediate wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be the bigger 1, bigger 2, bigger 3, bigger 4, and one more 5. So later onwards, whether this is the A, B, C. So that is what my target is, 1.4, 1.34 first target, and 1.38 is my second target. So we have to watch this, whether it is going to make the 5-way structure or it is going to make a triangle. If it is did like this also, we can make this as a stop loss, or the positional stop loss we can place it here also. Once it breaks this high only you have to enter. If it is failed to make this 3-way structure, 5-way structure, if it is a 3-way structure, that aggressive entry you can enter here, aggressive entry, making this as a stop loss or this as a stop loss. But only if it breaks, that is a bullish triangle, is a confirmation for the bullish triangle. So this is the safest entry if it breaks the 1.3950, 1.39, yeah, is around, yeah, 1 point, 1 second, yeah, 1.2963, I think so, yeah, 63. So only if it breaks this high, then that will be a safer entry. If you are aggressive trader and if you know the Elliott wave perfectly, then you can enter after the 3-way structure. You can take a risk for the bigger reward. So next is USDJPY. So my target, yeah, and I already exited at 108.2. You know that very well. After that 118.2, how many pips is there? Still there is 1,000 pips I missed. But as per my analysis, I exited here itself, and I already informed that, because 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So I'm expecting one more three-way structure here, and like this I expecting. But what it did here, so this fifth way, it's looking like it's somewhat extended. Extend means this is a wave 1, this is the wave 2, this is the wave 3, this is the wave 4, and 1 2 3 4 and 5. It's very simple after the market gives the structure. But before that, predicted, what we predicted, just it need to break this high. That is my target, and it already did. That's it. What I expected, 1 2, or this is the 1, this could be the 2, so 3 4 and 5. That is why I have exited before my target. That you know very well. I will exit my positions before it reaching the target of 90%. If it reached 80 to 90%, I will exit, because we don't know whether it is going to reach the target, and I can explain you once the target is reached how it is zero in USD. But market can do anything. It can do like this also before it making the target like this. Then we have to change the wave count. How we have changed our view now in the UJ, right? So now what is my view here for the positional? So that means the positional, it's a bigger triangle. This X is what I expected is a W, this is the X, and Y I'm expecting to the downside. But what is the market did? So still now there is no conclusion here. Market can do anything. So what kind of pattern is doing here? So this is a W, this triangle is X. So here we are in the A wave, or this is a is got finished, B we are in that here, and we are in that C wave. Don't know anything. So if we need to enter the trade, look at this. This is the wave 1, whether this is the wave 2. See, somewhat here I will explain you. 1 2 3 4 and 5. So somewhat here the one leading diagonal, it's looking like one kind of leading diagonal is also completed here, and 2 is got completed, and 1 2 3 4 5. So somewhat here it's looking like a third wave price action here. It is not looking like the fifth wave. So in that case is a 1 2 3 4 and fifth wave. The ending will be it's very aggressive also. So if it is a third wave or C wave or the fifth wave, will do like this. So all the impulsive wave, what I said, third wave, the fifth wave or the C wave. And if I hide all the labelings, it's somewhat looking like 1 2, somewhat 3 4 and 5. So this could be the leading diagonal of wave 1 or A. This could be the B, and C is got completed means. So either this is the W, this is the X, A B C, means it can be a again one more irregular flat also. We can mark it. If it did like this, we have to come to the conclusion, okay, this is the W, this is the X, A B C. That's not fine. But what it is market is doing, compared correlation to that gold and the DXY and the stocks. UJ trading is very difficult, and we have to correlate all those things, and sometimes it won't correlate to anything. Stocks also falling, and JPY also losing. Only the dollar is all that sorry, money moved to the dollar, not in stocks and not in safe haven currencies. So we have to think a lot of, it's not just a trading to buy and sell. Sometimes it will correlate and sometimes it won't correlate, and we have to think like the different pattern, and we have to think in the contrarian view of you. Then only we can make, and we can make a consistent profit in this. But even though I'm not losing also, right, we are making the money from here. 103.2 I entered the market, and the 1500 pips baht from here to here, nearly 1 year. Within this, in that 1 month, it given the 1000 pips. So we can expect, we can predict the market 70 to 80%. That is a beautiful thing we already did from the past 3 years. I'm doing this YouTube, I think so, in the past 2 or 3 years. But we did. But most of the times we already predicted very good, but sometimes it may hit the stop loss, but sometimes only, not all the times. So if we compare to that, making this Elliott wave theory as a major part, we are not losing, we are making the profit. So next, USDCHF, what I explained, right? From here, wave 1, wave 2, and beyond the wave 3. That's it. If it is a triangle, right? So A, B, C, D, E. So this is the B, 1, 2. So we are in the third wave. So after that third wave completion or the fourth wave, one more fifth wave to reach my target is ahead, still ahead. That's it, simple. Look at this, and I already informed to all the groups. We are under 1618. We can expect a little bit consolidations and one more high to reach my target of wave 1. So this is a, sorry, not wave 1, it's a target of 1. So A, B, and beyond that C wave. That's it. Next is AUDJPY. All the minor currencies. See, now I changed my view because it did the 5-way structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now this is the one impulsive wave. This is the simple and clearly I'm explaining, right? This is the triangle and this is the 1, 2, 3. So still we are in the bullish, and it will reach to 102 to 103. This is the major resistance zone. So now I'm targeting this one, but before that I need correction. So here it's 1 A, B, C. Let this W, A, B, C, Y. So one part of correction in that double zigzag is got completed. So this is the W, this is the X, A, B, and C. That's it. W, X, A, B, C. What I thought is Z wave. So W, X, Y, X, Z means that it should be completed within this zone, but not extended. So we have to calculate this as W is a double zigzag, and later on is the consolidation in the triangle. So this is the W and the X is a triangle. After this A. So after that correction part B, and the C is going to reach at 102 to 103. So next is CAD JPY. All that JPY pairs, it's still ahead. So this is also the same thing. I'm expecting one more 3-way structures to the downside here. After the consolidation, I'm looking one more high is possible here. So all that JPY pairs is going to reach the previous highs near, or it can break the previous high also. So here I looking for this as a WX. So I don't know whether this CAD JPY how it moves, because I took it this 1 second. CAD JPY, it's IGC. Look at this. My target is bullish, right? My target is bullish. Once it completed look at this. So WX A, so WX again B, after this B here, C way to the downside. But what it did, that is why I'm explaining here. But see, look at this. I'm expecting from here to the target. This is the one target. So whether this wave is finished or not, didn't know. But here in this part, what we expected, it already did here. I am looking for the triangle, right? It already did here. A, B, C, D, E. So now I'm looking for one more three-way structure and one more high. So how we have to look at for this? So whether this is the A or W, so this portion is little bit confusion here because it's already broken the low. So whether it is going to break the high or within this, again one more low is also possible, but this one is little bit difficult in that bigger picture. I didn't see like such a kind of structure here because it's already broken this low. So I took it this as an expanded flat, and here it is already got extended, so much extended. So from here it is going to the coming to the downside, or it is going to break the high. So if it is going to break the high, we have to consider this as a correction part only. This part is the end of the correction, not the irregular flat. So it is very simple. This is the A, this is the B and C. But before that, what we targeted, this is my target, and I took it this as a A, this as a B and C. Now simply in the bigger picture, it's showing it's looking like 1 2 3. So if it breaks the high, also valid, and if it is not broken, this high is also valid. So next, our favorite pair, Euro New Zealand. My target is 1.52. So here what it is doing, here is the impulsive wave. Later onwards, look at this. I have clearly explained the previous 15 days before. If it did like this, and I am expecting for the 1.68, or sometimes what we did, it can do and it can break this low, took all the stop loss, and immediately it can bounce. It is doing the same. Exactly, it is doing the same. You just go through the 15 days previous video before what we did. Exactly doing the same thing. So now what we can do, and I short this market at 1.6270, making this as a stop loss of 1.6360, and I have informed in my group. So why I make this trade? If it hit this stop loss also, I'm not going to worry, because still if it hit the stop loss means it has to come to like this and one more wave. So after this part of completion of this wave, I am going to look it for to short this market, because see, if it hit the stop loss here, there is still a lot of rooms to go higher. But somewhat, see, look at this. This portion is A, this is the B and C. Simply it's a W, X, Y is got completed, means one set of correction is got completed. Whether we didn't know whether it is going to do from here or from here, but we need to enter this trade. Look at this. At least we can target this as a here. That is why I have informed that 1.5950 is my target. So why I place this here means, look at this. If it comes like this whole part is one ABC, right? So whether this could be the connecting wave, and later onwards one more ABC is also there. But if it hold my stop, it will definitely reach to this zone. First we have to book the partial profit here in this 1.5950. Later on we have to hold. At that time, what my presence of mind is telling, according to that only I will do. But definitely we have to book some profits here. So whether this is a one A, B, C is got completed, and it could be the connecting wave, it can reach up to here also. And later onwards it can, because in Euro New Zealand it will very slow, and lot of confusions will take, and it will take more time also. Look at this, you have to look this one, this consolidation took, right, how many, 24th March, August, nearly 5 to 6 months it took the consolidations here. Like that it could do like this also, may or may not. But expecting that consolidation, if you lose, if you didn't enter this trade, again market is gives only very simple correction, and it can reach to the target also to 1.52 also. Or if it is a bigger correction, at least we can book some profit at 1.5950 or 1.6, and then we can look for this. But market is very tricky one. Look at this, it's already broken this high, so this is a valid for the expanded flag. What we have to do, we have to enter. That is why I have entered the market here, making this as a stop loss. But it didn't hit my stop loss at 1.6355, and the previous high is 1.6357. 2 pips is there. So this what we need to execute our trade. If you fear, and if you are not willing to apply what you have learned, it's a waste. Where we have to enter, we have to enter the trade. Even though if it is a hit the stop loss, no worries. If it hit the stop loss means the correction is not yet completed, it's a bigger correction is going to happen, and look for the correction to complete. That's it. So what is next is NZDCAD. See, NZDCAD, I have exited my position at 8420. Here I have exited all my positions. I shorted at here 8.680 somewhat. I have entered here, and I booked the partial here, and again I booked the partial here itself 8420. I have exited all my positions. But what it did, it already going to the downside. But from here it is going to reach my positional target of 8015. I'm looking for this as a A, this is the B, and we are looking for that C wave as a 5-way structure. So from here also I had a doubt. What, from here also it can do like this. That is why I have exited my positions here. But it's already broken, means, so whether this wavelength after the 5-way structure, it is already have a chances for making one more high also. Still we are in the confusion status here, because whether this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C as per my analysis, still I'm not sure about this. But according to this plan only I have executed my trade. This is also the beautiful trade here. I informed that this is going to be an irregular flag, exactly did. So we have to wait for this. And look at this, one more view is also there. Somewhat this is the A, B, C, D and E. So if this is could be a triangle, see we have lot of, if it is a triangle, so this is the A, this is the B, and C we are in the wave 1 maybe. And after the 3-way structures 2, it can be come to the downside for the 3, 4 and 5, because I'm expecting to break this one. But if you kept this as a target 786, and if you kept this as a 17675, so there is a lot of room to come to the downside 7675. So we have to wait for this, whether this is a triangle or irregular flat pattern, and if it is a consolidating here, making this as a stop loss. If it is a triangle, making this as a stop loss, you can enter the trade here again, but only if it comes to that 5-way structure pattern. So we have to this as a now, right? So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So looking for this, I will update if anything interested, right? So what is next? Without saying or watch this, we are doing. So next is US30. Same, US30 is also in the correction mode, and I have already informed my wave count also. So 1 2 3 4 5. 1 second. Yeah, 1 2, and beyond the third wave is got completed here. 1 2, third wave is got completed here. So here is the 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So now we are in the bigger fourth. So if it is a bigger fourth, and as I informed here, look at this same pattern, nothing changed here. Whether this is the end of the correction, I will hide this. Whether this is the one ABC and one more ABC did, and here also it is not so satisfied for me, and it is already broken this high and it came down. So even though if it is broken, means it's a W, X, A, B and C, still we are in the downtrend, and it could reach up to the 32,600 also, because somewhat here it's looking like an irregular flat pattern. Here it's a somewhat looking like an irregular flat pattern. Here it's a 1 2 3 4 5, or it could reach like this. See, if it is not broken this low, there is a chances for making a 3-way structure and one more downside. 1 second. Yeah, this one I like this one, but here look at this, I took this as a W and this as a X now. So this could be the A. So we are on the B. After that B wave and one more C wave is also possible. So somewhat it's looking like W, X, Y, X, Z or like that. And look at this. It is still that reaching this and making this resistance as a support zone, as a trend line, as a support. So here somewhat it is doing. And for me, in the bigger picture, looking like one more high, means one more high to break this 35,600. But when it will reach, because I have informed that one ABC is got completed, one simple correction is got completed, we are on the bigger correction part, and one more low is also available. And what is the target for that one more low? 29 or 30. I'll show you that. This one, previous I took it like this, so 30, and now it is looking like here it will reach 29,400 because the previous resistance zone, and again it is testing here, and again after it broken also it is retested here. So this portion is the 29,500 is the major support zone. So before we going to the bullish side, it will definitely, maybe my bias is it is going to reach the 29,500 mark for the bigger fourth wave. Beyond the third wave is completed, beyond the bigger fourth wave. So the bigger fourth wave, in this it will took more time. So 1A is got completed and we are in that flat correction, I think so. So it will took more time to reach that 29,000 mark. here 29,500 mark. So if it broke this 36 also, I'm expecting to the downside. But interestingly, if it breaks the high, and then that will be a irregular flat pattern or running triangle. So only if it breaks the previous low, it will reach to the 29,500. If it is not it, then there is a lot of chances to break as an irregular flat or running triangle. It can be anything, or it can if it breaks this low also, if it reaches the 29,500, we have to enter in this trade looking for that fifth wave, but it could be a bigger triangle also. Mind this. So what is next is Bitcoin. Yeah, it's not doing nothing, anything. It's done. It's very slow movement here. See, that same, it is in the same pattern. So I'm looking for this to do like this. Same pattern, nothing changed. So ABC is ABC means if this is the one, that simple correction is got completed, and I'm looking for this bearish, but it won't do because it's a three-way structure, and it won't be very simple in my scenario. In my bias, it will again reach this zone of 60 zone, or 54 or 55 zone, and to the downside is also ahead. But whether it is going to reach this zone, or from here it can do. See, I have explained that previous itself. Whether it is one more, I need to inform here. Look at this. This is a bigger picture, right? We can label it anything. We can complete this Elliott waves in the five-way structure here also. How? 1, 2, right? Look at this. This is a bigger one. This is a bigger two, and this is a smaller one, smaller two, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is got completed here. So for this one, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, and 5 is got completed here. So for most bigger one, this is a 2, 3, 4, and 5 is already got completed. So how we have to trade this? Only if it reached this zone of 56 to 60 zone, if you are willing to short, making this as a stop loss, you can short. At least we can earn some money. But see, here in this portion, it's little bit tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's somewhat looking like a five-way structure also, and sometimes it's looking like a 1, 2, 3 also. So it could be a bigger triangle in the fourth way. 1, 2. So this is the 3, A, B, C, D, E, and one more high is also possible for the 72,000. So it's somewhat in the bigger picture for the weekly time frame. It's a little bit tricky one to make a conclusion to take the trade for the positional. But for that shorter term, if the market it's a little bit going to the upper side, and if it breaks this, you can enter making this as a stop loss, looking for the target for 50,600 or this previous resistance zone. So if you are know very well about this anchor breaks and making this as a stop loss, and sometime if it breaks the high, and it can do like this also, so be careful. So I won't suggest here to trade somewhat 1, 2, 3, then I can willing to short only, not to buy side. I'm not in buy side. So for this impulsive, at least one three-way structure is got completed, means from somewhat here, if we are looking for the short, again one more three-way structure, at least we can earn money, making this as a stop loss if it is a bigger triangle. Or if it is going to reach here in this zone, making this as a stop loss, and if you are ABC and ABC also, it could be a flat correction also. So again we can expect for this. So we have to look for this picture. So if you are need to trade in the buy section to reach that 60,000 as a target or 53 as a target, here we need to find some little bit aha moment or the structural promisable structure to be in the buy side. Then only I will be in buy side. So let's what is next? Bitcoin, next gold, silver, copper, crude. Okay, we finished copper. We will finish copper. Same and nothing else to explain lot. And I have informed this whether we can make it this as a B and C. So here I a little bit confused and I have explained this 1 2 3 4 5 on 1 2 3 and beyond the 4 or 5 is already got completed, or we are in this kind of diagonal pattern. And one more is, if this is the one, this is the wave 2 and this is the wave 3, we are in the bigger fourth wave. Once it completed, again one more fifth wave is also ahead. So if we kept this exactly the 23.6, so that is also that wave 4 retracement for this fourth wave. So anyway, I have already got that bigger picture. So this is what somewhat, this is the W and this is the connecting wave. So we are on the Y wave. So whether this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, it is going to reach that 5.4 or 5.5. So the whole thing becomes the A wave, and later on we are expecting for the B wave. So that is very, very tricky. But here what we have to do is, just if I am a trader and if I need to trade this one copper, I won't do this trade. Definitely I won't do this. For the shorter term also, it's a little, see, this is the one I expected from here, and it is not yet broken this high. I'm looking for the short. I already informed that. Looking for this trade. It's already did here, but before it, what I expected, it didn't done here. It is somewhat looking like unfinished structure here. It's looking like. So whether this is a A, and we can expect one more high, making this as a, sorry, making, if you hit, making this as a stop loss and looking for the running flat, it can do irregular flat as I expanded, and then only it will come to like this. But somewhat, if it is a running flat, it can come like this. But if we expected this, if we short this here or here, you have to definitely making this as a stop loss. So here it's a 1, but this is not the B wave. What I'm looking for here is one impulsive, one more three-way structure. But here it is not completed the three-way structure. So what I'm looking for here, it's one impulsive wave, right? And it is doing this kind of formation. So if you measure this 1272, so this is a chances for making an irregular flat and one more high, whether it is a running flat or it is could be an expanded flat, and looking for this as a target. That's the thing we have to do for the shorter term, not for the longer term. If we looking for the shorter term, if you book somewhat here that profit, market can do like this also, how it did in the UJ. So at least we can make money, but if you know well about, at least we can make some money. So let's move on to US oil. What I informed here, sometimes it's looking like a triangle also, but if you looking for this kind of triangle, market will do like this. But somewhat here, it's a one thing I need to tell you. Here it's 1 2 3. Here it's also 1 2 3. Here also it's looking like 1 2 3. So everything it is making a 3-3-way structure. So whether this is the completion, right? Because exactly it crossed the previous low. So whether this is a completion or it's a correction. So if it is a completion for that wave, and I already informed this, whether this is a third, this could be the fourth wave, we can expect for the fifth wave also. But if you look at the UCAD correlated to the UCAD, right, somewhat it's looking like this kind of structure, or it could reach up to here and then one more low is also possible here, like this. One second. Yeah, if the market did like this, so one A, B, C, and one more D and E, and it can do like this. So here there's a lot of patterns I'm finding here. I found lot of patterns here. But even though if this could be the triangle also, so A, B, C, D, E, market can give like this also. So making this as a stop loss, shorting this is a nice idea, but I didn't done anything because UCAD, I had informed you. After this making the 5 years only, I was looking for that to buy. Like that, if it did the 3-way structure, I'm waiting for this up to this. If it is did the 5-way structure, I'm again waiting for the third wave. So sorry, 3-way structure, not the third wave. This is a 3-way structure. If it is come to the conclusion, then only I will took that US oil in short. Until that, I need to look for the structure. So next is silver, and finally it's a gold. Look at this, one ABC, and I'm looking for the 3, and it already did, and one more impulsive wave, and it is already did. So what else? We can look at for that little bit pullback again, the 3-way structure. So whether it is going to make a one more high, so then this will become ABC, what I informed here. That same, you just go through the 15 days before what we did, same thing, ABC. So A, B, and C, one more to trap all the retailers in the buy side, and later onwards it can do like this also. So this also maybe, or it is again the 3-way structure. If it did and it is not yet broken the high, one second, I will inform. If it is not yet broken this high, there is a chances for making another 3-way structure, and it could be a triangle also. So somewhat this is a little bit consolidation, it is going on. I'm clearly watching this, and I already short this market and booked the profit, and I'm just looking for this to pull back in the 3-way structure. If it did the 3-way structure and again one more 3-way structure, means definitely this could be the triangle A, B, C, D, E, and I need to look for that pattern. So wait for this to complete, then only I will enter only in sell, not in buy. Right? As of now, for this structure I am explaining. But if it is coming to the downside aggressive and it is broken this low also, I'm looking for only sell, not immediately. If it is broken this low also, I'm not entering in that immediately, because A, B, C, A, B, and C, and it can make a irregular flat pattern also. Then A, B can be a running triangle. So anyway, I'm looking for the bigger consolidation here. So let's move on to the finally gold. I have already informed in the mid of the week, and I already shared my view here. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After this I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So whether this could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could be a leading diagonal. That is what I have explained here. Just go through my video. My chart. I have explained well. But lot of times, look at this. I am looking for this not to break this. It can be like this also. but here it's somewhat looking like the three-way structure, A, B and C, and here also it's a and B and C. So it is making three-way structure, and here somewhat one, this could be the 2, this could be the 3, this could be the 4, and this could be the 5. This could be the end of the five-way structure. As of same here it did. That same structure happened here. The fractals. So whether this is the end of that means this A, B and C, we can look at for the bigger second wave, making this as a stop loss. You can enter for the bigger target, because we don't know whether this is a or 1, B or 2, C beyond the wave 1 is completed, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5 is still ahead for that 1700, or this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2 and we are in that leading diagonal what I have explained, 1, 2, 3, and after that 4 and 5 it could be a leading diagonal. So somewhat I'm looking for the bigger correction, or if this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2 and it could be the intermediate wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, like that it can come to that, but I'm looking only for short. So making this as a stop loss, it's a beautiful idea as of now in my view. So if it hit the stop loss also, we have to look for that, because one A, B, C. So immediately it is making the three-way structure, then we come to the conclusion. So without seeing this picture, this wave formation, we can't took immediately to the short. If it is making a three-way structure, again going for the short, we're making this as a stop loss. But again, it is still going to break this and hit you a stop loss in the three-way structure only. Again, we have to look for that short. And if it is aggressively and making the five-way structure, don't short this until it gives the clear picture here. Because one structure, we can make it this as a ABC also, or 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 for the leading diagonal, or this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2 and we are in the bigger third wave, and this is could be the intermediate wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, still room to the downside also. So we can make it this as lot of wave counts. So how we have to trade? Seeing this picture only, we have to took a trade in the sell side. And in the bigger picture, what my view is, right, I already informed this. This is going to be an irregular flat pattern. 3, 4 and 5 is not yet got completed. One second, I stored in the this one. Yes. Look at this third wave. So this is a W, this is the X wave. So we are looking for the Y wave. So A, this could be the B, and we are on the C wave. So this is the one, is a flat correction, and we can make it this as a W, this as a X and Y. It could be, and this could be a triangle in the B wave and C wave to the downside. That could be. So we are expecting, what we have to do is we need to enter in the trade. So we have, and I already informed, right, here if it breaks the high only, then the count will change. If it is not breaking, and this is the one, we can make it this as a 1 or 2, and we are in the third wave also, or this could be the A, B and C also. So anyway, I'm looking for W, X and Y wave somewhat, or this is the A, this is the B, also C, we need a C wave. So anyway, I'm looking for the positional target of 1350. But in the rare case, I informed that if somewhat here, it could be, if it is an what I explained, that in that ending diagonal formation, 1, this could be the 2, this could be the 3 and 4 and 5 also possible, but I'm not seeing that. First of all, it has to break that 2076, then only we come to the conclusion. Until that, there is a lot of possibilities, but the most maximum possibility I'm explaining here. I'm looking only for this. If DXY is going to shoot for the 109, definitely it will come to the downside. But even though if it reached the target of 103.8, the gold is not moving yet. That is why my worry about this. Even though DXY reached that 104, 103.92, AUD and NU is not coming to the downside. Even though that Euro USD got achieved, only Euro USD got achieved my target, but 1.03 is not yet taken. But here it's a somewhat AU, NU, GU, gold. It's not yet reached my target. UCAD, UCHF. So still there is a lot of room to the downside in my view for gold. So hope you enjoyed. I have covered everything and I didn't done for the past two sessions. So apologies for that. I already informed that I have busy schedule. So I will inform you later, and I have, if I found a time, I will update any chat. So thanks for watching. And a lot of people are asking in my personal messages whether you will do that updation for this week analysis. So I replied for that this week. I will definitely give you, and I found a time also. So thanks for watching, thanks for sharing, and thanks for liking. So we will see you in that next week, and have a lovely weekend and have a lovely month end too. Bye. See you.